15 laps in here at Phoenix International Raceway, and Carl Edwards, currently our leader of the Basha Supermarkets 200. We just joined our coverage. Edwards was the pole sitter. Got passed on lap 1 by Joey Logano, fresh off that victory at Nashville a week ago. Edwards has retaken the lead now and led for the last 10 laps. There were 8 cars that had to go to the back of the pack here after issues either in qualifying or in the garage area, but 2 drivers had problems in qualifying and had to go to backup cars. There's the impressive rookie we talked about, Justin Allgaier, who had to start back in 42nd position. Vince, he's on the move.
He sure is. He's picked up 15 spots. I talked with Chad Walter, the crew chief, just before the race got started tonight. He said, on paper, the cars are identical, but you never really know. It's definitely a curveball. Justin just came on the radio. He said it's a little bit tight right in the middle, but otherwise it's really, really good. The other car you mentioned going to the back is the 66 of Stephen Wallace. Very disappointed as well with their qualifying incident. They cut a right rear tire because they felt like they had a car here that was going to be a difference maker. They had to go to the backup. He's gone up 11 spots from the start, so things are good for the 66 as well, Doc.
Yeah, Stephen Wallace, coming off his 3rd top 10 finish of the year at Nashville, really showed a lot of maturity and patience at Nashville on the short track last week, starting back in the pack and driving all the way toward the front of the field. And here is the 2 car. Now, folks, this is Austin Dillon, who is the grandson of Richard Childress, making only his 3rd ever start in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. He made 2 a year ago. This is the first one of 2009. And Clint Boyer, the reigning series champion, joining us down in the pit studio. Clint, I know you talked to Austin last night and gave him some advice about this race. What did you tell him?
I just tried to help him out as much as I could. I watched him in the Cameron World race, watched some of the things that he was doing well and told him about those and some of the things I thought he could do better. Good kid, obviously given the opportunity of a lifetime, but man, I'm telling you, he deserves it. Not just because he's Richard's grandson, because he really truly is a good boy. Both of them are, him and his brother both. But, he's doing a good job. I'm watching him. He's learning there. Justin went by him. He needs to latch onto him and see what he's doing and get up through the field with him.
Those are the words of Clint Boyer, who obviously drives in the Cup car and won the championship for Richard Childress a year ago. Now, this young man is the son of Mike Dillon, of course, and just trying to get his career jump started. And the whole trouble in turn 1, and the 52 car, Kevin Hamlin, has come up and hit it a ton, and that will bring out the yellow flag.
We talked back end up a little bit. Yeah, earlier, what a difficult place that is. That entrance to turn 1, you carried a lot of speed. You can get the car, you can get on the brake a little bit hard there, and you've got a little too much rear brake. You can get the rear to wheel hop, and don't know that that's what happened here, but that is a very difficult part of the racetrack. See, getting down into turn 1, yeah, you can see the car just step out right there. Probably a little bit that the car was free and he got on the brake a little bit too hard. It just brings the back end around. You have to get the car, you fight loose in here because you want the car to turn through the center where you can really make some time.
Now, you're trying to make as much time as possible, and you drive the car down in there and hit that brake.
Spin up top against the wall. Up top against the wall.
There with Kyle Busch, you can see it happen right in front of him. He had enough time to miss that.
There comes the 52. That is the car owned by Jimmy Means. And crew chief, what do you do?
We haven't run very many laps so far. There'll be some guys that may want to work on their cars at this point, but it's a little bit early to be coming down pit road.
It is so hard to pass here. Would you consider, if you're from midpoint back, maybe gambling and coming in and just taking a couple of tires? And maybe...
Oh, yeah. If everybody comes right here and you're one of those guys that's trying to make up a few spots and starting in the back, I mean, just like Justin Allgaier, this would be a perfect opportunity. We see Carl Edwards making the move down pit road now. All of them are going to follow. And if I'm one of those guys, I will pull a little strategy right here.
Here they come, 45 miles an hour, headed to you, Vince Welch.
Kevin Harvick coming in. He says he could just be a touch better between 3 and 4. They're going to change all 4 tires. They're going to put scuffs on, take 0.2 of a pound of air out of the right front tire. Shannon Spake.
Vince, Kyle Busch in this 18 car, he said he started off loose. Now it's getting tight center. You saw that wrench. They went half round up on the track bar, 4 tires. Mike.
Shannon, as we've documented earlier, Carl Edwards only had about a half-hour of practice. The car subsequently just a little bit tight. They're going to free him up a little bit with air pressure, a 4-tire change, and a full load of Sunoco race fuel on the 60. As the race ensues here on pit road, he's off the jacks and away.
32 of the 41 cars on the racetrack came on the pit road. Here's the race off. Mike Bliss, we're talking about some tire strategy. Trying to get in up front, get some laps led and points. You see Carl Edwards loses a spot. And Kevin Harvick back 5 positions in the 33 car. Under caution because of a spin and hard impact by the 52 car, Kevin Hamlin. Back with the green in a moment. In the shadows of the Estrella Mountains here at Phoenix International Raceway, we are under caution for the first time today, getting set for a restart. Michael Waltrip stayed on the racetrack, has not been on pit road, and he has now led for the first time this year, led the last 2 laps. He will lead him down to the green flag here in the Basha Supermarket 200. NASCAR will hold a 31 car, Darrell Haar, a single lap for passing the pace car. This is Darrell's debut in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. See the 18 car scrambling on the outside there, guys. They had some trouble on the left side tires, as did the 33 car of Kevin Harvick on that pit stop. There's Carl Edwards now trying to get to the outside.
And 18 was having trouble with the rear tires hooking up off of that corner, but he's going for the lead right now.
And he power slid that thing all the way through the corner.
Yeah, and he's using up the side of the car.
He's taking the lead on the backstretch right now.
I think this is a pretty good idea on Michael Waltrip's part. He's going to get passed by a few cars here, but I think this will work out pretty good for him.
They only had 22 green flag laps on that first set of tires.
Mark,
that's not good.
Wrecking behind you. Under you. Jesus, 60.
That didn't work out like he thought it was going to, I'm sure.
Well, he wasn't expecting to get hit.
That's what I mean.
And I'd say that. It certainly looked that way.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, that's.
He just drove all over you.
Jeff, go back to the garage there. Pretty hurt. You all right, Mike?
Carl was pretty lucky there not to get himself involved, too. Racing for a championship.
Here again, the contact. Watch the one underneath, and there's the contact, 60 and the 99.
Yeah. Nothing Michael Waltrip can do in that situation, but just ride it to the wall.
Michael Waltrip had stayed on the racetrack and not come on the pit road to be able to lead some laps. Had a very good race car. Thought this might be a night where he would get back to victory lane, picking up his 12th win in the series. But it is not to be because contact and then into the outside wall, heavy damage on the Toyota of Michael Waltrip. Under caution for the second time tonight.